Hello Earth, welcome to episode 2 of season 4 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I recommend you go check out the page of the project, which is at github.com/autocolonel/cell. I'm just pasting now the link in the description. So where were we? I did a lot of design notes, well, definitely a few today. All these are from today, just on the commute back. And also, was this yesterday or Friday? I can't remember. I think it was Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, I think it is Saturday. So lots of notes on, but I will just give you the short version. Of course, you can always go and read it. This stuff is, I publish it pretty much after every session here in the development notes here, kind of a journal with decisions and musings. It's like basically doing my digestion in public. So the key is to tackle sequence and conditionals, and really how the syntax looks with the comma, and the logic of get and put with the single hook. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you're in good company. I barely know what I'm talking about, but I will try my best to explain and understand at the same time. So I have the goal of making two functions work. One is the FizzBuzz example, which I can actually show you. So if we ask this fellow, this is not very clean. Am I implementing FizzBuzz wrong? Uh-oh, I was doing it wrong. I'm doing it completely wrong. I was doing it wrong. I thought this was to print so you have to loop. Interesting, okay. So I just realized I'm doing my own, probably simpler version of the FizzBuzz problem. Output for just one number, not all from 1 to n. I'll keep it like that. So, code. So, modify get and put to use just the first hook. So I need to simplify that logic. The first step of the path as hook, rather than looking for a match everywhere. I want to see how much this breaks my tests, to see if there are good counter cases. Fully define fizz bus. Or it could be single fizz bus. And HTML generation and validation. Make sure that get and put work with it. Re-implement cell respond, fully understanding the algorithm, including the commas. So we're going to come out of this. Yeah, I'm working towards a demo soon. Like I would love to have a demo. I want to have a demo by the end of the month, the end of the year. It's an arbitrary deadline, but I think sometimes those work. So that's what I want to do. And that's gonna be season 4. If season, I almost said it in Spanish. Maybe I'm tired. Season 4 is December. So FizzBus. Let's just do this. Yeah, so we can just finish the definitions. Basically, this is the no loop version. Yeah, this works. And this also works. And now, let's go back to the HTML again. Here it is a bit shady the way I'm iterating the loop. I need to see how the loop is really passing this, but we'll get to it when we implement it. Let's just talk over the generation. I'll start by setting the empty text, which is the output. You set t, which is the type, to make it faster. If it is a number, just push it. If it's text, you push the identified version of it. If it's a list, you iterate the elements. No data. So it's I actually am being consistent in the shapes of things. I want to put the data here. And it's not data, it's B. There. So first you have the definition, and then you have the value. Sorry, this should be here at this level. So it should be left aligned. There. I'll see if I get annoyed and I need to switch the order, but I want to have B everywhere and do for the sequence in at do in loop in cond. I forgot about this song. Nice. Okay, we just copy this again. It's okay. Data here is the name of the variable. Here I can just use item, I like it a bit more. Was it item V? Yeah. That would be the item itself, really, what I'm iterating. Yeah, that would work. I like how you go here from doing a conditional to a do in a loop. It's great, I think. Oh, look at this. I had forgotten about this. See how I had to be consistent everywhere. Oops. All right. I like how space creates holes here, how the structure looks. It's quite suggestive, actually. So I'm iterating the list. It's good. If it's a hash, you need to get the first value. So I need to do commas, like parentheses. Maybe a lot of people are gonna hate that, but I just love it. I like it. It's cleaner than doing this, actually. Look at how ugly that looks. This is better. It's way better. In Spanish, we have this thing. Posición. Yeah, it's a position, a positive. Just play it like that. Yes. All right, so we have this, and then you just loop through the items. No. We think you get the first element of the list. I need to get that on input, right? Yes. Look at that. So that's how you get it. Actually, no, you need the actual first element there. And then you need to loop making input as a list, and then you would do you would basically do the what? No, you're not supposed to close this yet. You're at the end. I love that I can just write it like that. Okay. All right. Now do the hard thing. What was the name of this? I'm thinking, huh? So, yeah, I just need to add the. Do I need to escape the attribute? I cannot remember. Yeah, have this. So basically I need to here I need to I do at least input. I get 1, and then I get I love this, and I get input, so that's how I get the value, the actual value. It might be a good shorthand for that, but that's essentially what I have to do there. So I would need a space optionally, right? Actually, I'm doing it unconditionally there, right? Yeah, but I'm iterating attributes. Oh no, I can just do it for each of them. You just prepend it with a space. If there's none, then you're not iterating anything, and everything's just fine. Fantastic. Theorem. Okay. So I would just do. I'm accessing the item, but then I need to add that as a list, right? I can just do it like that, so I don't need the commas there. Yeah, I'm still not sure what list is doing, what loop is doing, so I'm kind of inventing it still. I need to have a key and a value here, right? I could just do 1 and 2. It's interesting that the do here and if doesn't have a parameter, but the other ones do. I want to write that down. A message name. It is interesting that we are not passing a direct message to the sequence in a conditional. It's already kind of there in con. I'm gonna sit down. Hopefully the microphone will be unaffected. I have a couple of condenser microphones sitting beautifully on a box. So for each of these, loop do, I would call this attribute, then just do a just start by pushing a space. That's so pretty. I guess I can do it like this, right? Just pass a list here. The attribute name just goes, no, I need to identify both attribute name, identify, I'm identifying attribute 1, which would be the key, and then I'm adding an equal and Yeah. Actually, this could be beautiful. Yeah, just like that. And that's it. That's really it. That wasn't too bad, right? All right. And then I need to close the... Wait a moment, look at this. I can do it like this. I should make the list return a list, right? And then this could push could auto flatten its inputs. Why not? So we can do something more fancy, like, not fancy actually, more flowing. And I can just do I still need to set, can I just return a literal? I could do a stop. Did I call it stop? Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Here. I wanted to make this thing return a list. They call it stop. That's a nice trick to do it, to make it stop. Yeah, stop. So basically I can make it respond that. Still what gets passed into the do of a loop is a bit of an enigma. Do we get distinct values or are these just zero paths? Let's do it. So interesting trick to make a sequence just return a list without naming it. Just put one item with stop. But now that I think about it, we can just make it respond with the list if the list only has one item. This is pretty good. We don't even need to do the stop. Oh wait, how am I going to distinguish? No, I need the stop. Wait, I need the stop. Otherwise, the list would be considered a list of steps in the sequence. Source of confusion. Steps of a sequence go down. Steps of a path go left, right. Oops. So we need the stop. And then just put the list. And here we just put this stuff. I think it's a bit cleaner, so just a bunch of stuff. It's pretty cool that this gets expanded like this. how to say, yeah, I like this a lot. Yep, line there. Is, let's say, the most annoying lispy part of the whole thing, and I'm okay with it, honestly. The deity forgive me, but I think this is way better than Lisp, syntax wise. I said it. So this is no longer necessary. It's not this difficult, it's just unfamiliar to me, so it's just taking me a while to do it. That's it. Here I have this. That's it, really, for the attributes. And then I have to do the thing with the contents. Here I have to ignore. Yeah. If cond equal, what is equal to what? Attribute 1 is equal to, maybe we can do single lines, right? But how is equality going to know? It cannot know. No, it will have to look at things before resolving. So I'm really going against equality with two values on the same path. Equality would have to have access to the path without, like, to see where the ads were placed, and I can think of corner cases. I'm not discarding it, but let's try without and see. But yeah, I love how I'm completely disregarding here this thing. I'm saying number t. So this is completely wrong, by the way. It should be this. Maybe I could get away with it by just putting first the yeah, I love how I contradict myself. Never mind. Perhaps if we put one literal first and then one call, it's easy to distinguish it. If it's two calls references, then already use a list. Another nice thing of using a list, you can check for equality of 3 or more things. Which is actually useful. I wouldn't even say seldom, more often than seldom. The attribute, I can just do it like this then. If it is equal to then just do stop, or I can just not pass anything. So a lot of stopping there, and there it's working. So now I do the recursive call on if input do, I can just do so interesting, that thing about conf. I never really thought about that. I mean, of course, that's why we have this the new block scope. Well, new is like 10 years old in JavaScript with mostly conditionals, because conditionals don't have their own scope because they're not in lambdas or functions. The lambdas go on the loops, the functions go on normal sequences. So what am I doing here? I am basically iterating do loop do. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Do loop do. Yeah, do loop do. I actually did it before, right? Or not? No, it would be if cond it's do add loop, of course. I'm forgetting everything here. And then this will give me the contents. Or I can just call it item. And the item actually here, instead of defining a lambda, I could do, although this is not clean because how do I know? But I need to be able to do this. I would do loop do and leave generate, just pass the thing. So do the recursive call there. And this will give you text. Honestly, I don't even want the if. I want to do this iterating something that should not iterate at all. Looping. Yeah. So I'm generating and then passing the thing. Brilliant. If there's nothing, there's nothing. And then the void tag, right? Which I need somewhere. These two. Oh, no, I'm not respecting the alphabet, but it's okay. If input would be on the if what is equal? It's equal to, no, it contains would be HTML tags void. Look at that beauty. Then then do, I can just do a literal there, right? I can do I can just do this with a slash, I need to escape. That's a tag, honestly I could have gotten it, but it's okay. And that's it. I'm closing the void tag. That's really it. And I need to return output, right? Yeah. It's gonna be a bit tricky to do. I'm not even be hitting it, although I think I am. Yeah, I am. But you know what I mean. Boom. Yeah. Just that's that. Make it into a single step that has that value. Nice. This is fantastic. I think we made good progress today. So we only are missing the validation. Next session, validation. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching.